secret military base. Back when I was big younger, I went hiking, became group friends across Dartmouth. No, Dartmouth can be an unforgive. Pleasant times you can be have. A nice walk on beautiful Sunday. And meeting the millions and millions of moorland windy water can suddenly change, bringing strong cold winds and ride, and there is a very little shelter.
We found ourselves in just that position. It was a beautiful sunny day. We were going to hike, we had a map, knew the road. It was going to be great.
After a few hours, though the sky started to darken, the clouds were so thick it was almost as dark as night.
We were prepared to out. We had our waterproofed, so we put them on and continued with the walk.
Then, as expected, the heavens opened. Some of the largest raindrops I have ever seen started melting down on us. After about half an hour of this, we were not enjoying the walk anymore. More waterproofs, as we found out, were not that waterproof either. Look! Shouted Ray, pointing to the over hill.
We could just make out the tops of some buildings. Let's go over there. There must be some place to get out of this rain.
We quickened our the pace and get up for the distant building. As we got closer down, it became apparent that these buildings were not in the best of shape.
Windows were mashed to missing altogether, door hanging on the hinges. Evening, this gloomy light, devoiding a glaring door.
Surrounding the building was a whole metal chain link fence. White times think danger gave up. We stopped. Do we really want to go with there? I asked the other.
Come on, say I am another member of group it's abandoning. They will be not even curious in the anymore. Besides, I don't know about your loot but soak. I need to get off the rain. I insisted of towards a hole in the fence. We were all soaked, so we fell away.
The first set of buildings had no roof anymore, and they looked like dry. They looked like old garage. Perhaps where their clothes were once kept. We carried on following a line of buildings till we came across a concrete pillbox. These are machine gun and emplacement used toward military buildings.
Guys, this looks like an old military base. Say right. We carried on past the pillbox into the courtyard and stood back.
There in front of us was a tall concrete tower, surrounded by a deep concrete ditch. The only way was over the old rusty metal bridge. The tower door was open, but it was dark inside, as there were only a couple of windows on each floor. The place didn't look very inviting. It looks dry, though.
Come on, cry in again. and headed off over the bridge, with its footsteps clinking on the metal floor. An agent headed the courtyard with all that noise. If anyone we hear, they go now. We hear here to Ian disappeared inside the tower. We followed.
Inside it was dark. We all had torches, so we fetched a team of our backpacks and put the team on. We stood in silence for a moment. There was no sun inside the tower except for the occasional drip of the water. Outside the rain was still belting it down.
While we're here, let's explore this place. Silent. But Ray and I looked at each other and we're not so sure. The tower had a simple layout. In the middle was a metal spiral staircase.
Of the staircase there were corridors going north, east, south, and west. At the end of each corridor was a small window. Of the corridors were doorways into what have been rooms. The doorways were just dark black openings, as the rooms didn't have any windows.
What was this place? Ray asked to himself. We explored the rooms of the ground floor and boring stuff, really a few desks, a few chairs, and few empty, feeling amateurs.
Let's go upstairs, said Ian. Why was so keen to explore this place? We walked up of the spiral staircase to the next floor. Our steps echoed through the building. On this floor there was broken glass everywhere. It also appeared to be a lot of dark and the beams from our height torches didn't light up anywhere near as much.
Let's go upstairs. Said I am we was. He should come to explore this place. We walked up the spiral stairs to the next floor. Our steps edged toward the building. On this floor there was broken glass everywhere. I also appeared to be a lot. They and the realms form or had touches. This tie up anywhere near as much.
In the middle of the room was an old metal bed. No matches, but I did have handles in each corner. No nice way home. In the next room was a large metal case. Nothing else.
As quietly as possible, we walked back to the spiral staircase. We peered down slowly. Nothing there. Perhaps it was just a bit of debris falling. We then peered upwards.
Two banks echo around the building, the same echoing banks as our feet had made on the spiral staircase. A cold chill ran down May's spine.
We all froze to the stop, listening intently, but there were no more steps, just the two banks.
As quietly as possible we walked back the spiral staircase. We peered down slowly. Nothing there. Perhaps it was just a bit of debris falling, with them peered upwards.
There way a fire more flamed above, whose arm or touch like cold no rest and the white up book cold we set on the scene of some boat on the stage full of film flow above on.
There was no opening exercise. This time, notes from the staircase sounded like something was shaking. The doors on the gate on the room began come from this moment.
Ian, who perhaps was not that brave after all, was the first to start running back down the staircase. Then Rin, then me at the back. Read! When we go to the front door, we were praised to find what's open, but the metal watch had been pointing up like a drawbridge. From the other side, it looked like these tower defenses were made to stop people from heading out and not to stop people heading in, as there was no way we could reach the drawbridge to lower it.
What are we going to do now? Said Ian. The climbing ropes. Quick, said Roy. Bang, bang.
Another 2 steps on the staircase Rick had used basic high climbing instructor exam and had brought some climbing gear, just in case he got the chance to climb.
The break was about 12 feet away. The concrete mud had started flying with water, not a lot, but it was about 12 feet down to the water. It could not have been more than a few inches deep, but there was no way of knowing for sure.
The steps were definitely getting closer. Ray fumbled in his bag, but eventually got the climbing rope out.
There was about 20 feet of line. Not much, but enough. Go on! A moaning sound echoed throughout the building. Looking back, it sounds like a cheesy horror movie. At the time, sounded far too real.
Rotate a lead knot on the rope, and we upside down. No time for harnesses. This was freestyle. Unfortunately, the water was only a few inches deep. It was starting to rise, and rising fast.
There were knobs of hot cops dangling off the mud. One arm went to the wall, legs asking, staring from the boat of the mud in bay boat and then rapping right and yet the was of the mud.
Ray slipped rope from the tower, power out and climbing hands. From this bag tied to the end of the roof, the climb climbed to butch, carabine to the hands. Standing under, Ray started to swim, the harness towers in the bright.
It fell back in the water. He tried again, fell, tried again, and the leak flew from the iron cow upon the metal railing. That show don't use. Let's get out of here, he said.
Climbing that rope wasn't easy. It was soaking wet, with every wave It felt like the tower was staring at you menacingly, as if the building could be capable of 80.
We made it to the top of the moat. We all stood in the courtyard facing the building. We never said a word. All you could hear was the rain thundering down around us. Our eyes fixed in the doorway, trying to peer into the dark blackness.
I swear, you could make out a face standing in the back, with deep dark eyes as black as darkness of the tower. We felt safe toward whatever was in the building was on the other side of the mud, with no way to get across us.
It's when we start to walk outwardly backward from the tower. Creak! Crash! The private concrete down which in armored crash. Now wherever was in there, core its ghetto.
Back to the hole in the fence and didn't stop running for over 10 miles until we reached the outskirts of the village we were staying in. Only then did the rain stop, the clouds part, and the sun start to shine again. It was a relief and strange to be back in civilization. Seeing people going about their normal business.
That night on the boat, we never said a word. I don't think any of us had come to terms with it. Ian go out the map. We lost our route. There were no buildings, no military beds, and no tower mark on the map. I never have been in dark.